Hey world, hey YouTube land, how's it trumping? I'm a conflicted man, I really am, because I enjoyed this comic book, but I had a big problem with it. I enjoyed it because as a kid's comic book, it's excellent. I love the artwork, it's big, bright and bold. Good guy. The ultimate good guy. Superman, a creepy bad guy. He looks a bit like Doctor Doom actually, this guy. Where is he? Oh yeah. There he is. A bit like Doctor Doom, isn't he? He's called a machinist, and he's an arms dealer. He's got his wolves there that he's setting on people. He's motivated by money, really. There's a civil war going on, and he's selling weapons to both sides. And it's fun because he's got a chip that he can put in animals, so you get lots of action going on in this book. And it concludes with Superman in peril. So get to the next book and see if Superman can get his way out of this one. So it's a good old-fashioned cliffhanger. Excellent comic book for children. So why did I have a problem with it? Because the guy's an arms dealer. Because the villain is an arms dealer, machinist. He's he's a bad guy, and Superman really hates arms dealers because they're bad guys. What they're doing is immoral. Stop doing it. Stop selling arms to two different sides in a civil war situation. You're not helping anyone, and you're going to have Superman flying and super punch up your ass. But being the adult that I am and being obsessed with politics and all that sort of stuff, I know that the biggest arms dealers in the world, I'll just come out and say it, are the United States government and the UK government. And they sell their weapons mainly to Middle Eastern Sunni Muslim dictators who subjugate their own people and don't certainly believe in everything that the left is so obsessed with. So they're not big on human rights, on rights for women and homosexuals, and it's a real patriarchy in the Middle East. That's a real patriarchy. Not that the left ever says anything about it at all, but those are the people that our governments are selling their weapons to. That's bad enough, but then these Middle Eastern despots are funding ISIS, and ISIS are, well, you know what's happened in Europe over the last couple of years. It's terrible. And it's leading to an immigration crisis as well that's happening all over Europe, and again enabled by the left. It's a crazy situation, and it all stems to the situation and begin with our government funding these Islamic dictators. So the issue in the world related to arms dealers is that our governments are the biggest arms dealers, and our governments are selling the weapons to the very worst people who've probably ever lived. You don't get any worse than Saudi Arabia. They're an awful regime. Everybody knows this, right? But in this comic book, Superman is more concerned with a low-level arms dealer selling weapons to people who are having a war in some very safe white ex-Soviet satellite country, which is white people fighting other white people. There's no Muslims in this comic book. You will find Muslims in some comic books, but they're always portrayed as either victims or great heroes, who are, fighting back against prejudice and all that sort of stuff. So it's a comic book which really leaves me with contrasting emotions. In that I recognise that it's a comic book. Comic books are supposed to be for kids, and if kids don't read comic books, then comic books will cease to exist. But let's face it, most people reading comic books today are adults with ridiculous beards like me. It is a ridiculous beard. And yeah, when we read these comic books, and we know that the biggest problem in the world today, which is the spread of Islam as enabled by our governments, it's kind of all about them, our governments dealing arms. So we talk about arms dealers, and it pops up in comic books, and Islam and dictatorships and ISIS are nowhere in sight, and there's not even a hint of it, and it's all robot wolves and white people, and my mind is ready to explode. But then again, I calm down and I think it's just a comic book for kids. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, I am very conflicted about this book. I enjoyed it and I didn't enjoy it. As a kid, I would have loved it. As an adult, I'm all over the shop. Please let me know what you think if you've read the comic book, and what do you think comic books should be doing? Should they just be catering 100% to children? Leave the real world alone. The real world's tough and complicated enough. Should it be a safe space of fun? And perhaps people like me need to just get out of the way and let the kids take over the comic books again, because the kids will make comic books great again after all, don't you think? It was kids who built Marvel and DC, and I don't think lots of beardy weirdos were reading Marvel and DC at the beginning, were they? You're supposed to move past that stage of your life when you're reading comic books, and then leave the comic books to the kids. But today, in a state of perpetual adolescence that a lot of adults are living in, this guy. When we read these comic books and we see real world issues then being brought up, it leaves us conflicted, to say the least. I'll end the video there. I think I've said all I want to say about the comic book. It's good. It's excellent for kids. Thanks for checking out my video. Don't obey the silly hat. And I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.